Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz bringing out the Philadelphia Eagles, and the big news for the quarterback for Philly, he's just been healthy all year. Knock on wood, you know, the injury, the ACL issues that he's had to deal with. And maybe not the numbers that he had a couple of years ago when he was an MVP candidate, threw 33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, but a solid enough season certainly to have the Eagles in a division battle with the Cowboys going down the stretch in the NFC East. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant. Time to regroup.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Wentz to throw. Aguilar has it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. To throw is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line. Out.
First down, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 41. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
I'm coming after you.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Prescott to throw it. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Here's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. One man in the backfield, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
47.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Cowboys offense taking the field again here, and as you think about Dallas and where they're at right now, it seems like every week recently we're talking about the NFC East not performing well and the Cowboys and the Eagles battling it out for a subpar record to go to the playoffs and win the division. Of course, Washington, the Giants, way out of it, below 500. But the Cowboys very much in the playoff picture. They came into the season with that Zeke saga. Would he sign? He finally signed. They get off to the 3-0 start. People were saying, are they the best team in the NFC? Maybe the best team in the NFL. They've had their struggles since, and a lot of questions about Jason Garrett's future, at least around the fan base in the Metroplex. But if you look to Week 15 when they blew out the Rams 44-21, maybe their most complete performance of the season, and afterwards, a lot of the folks in that area saying if they get that Dallas Cowboys team down the stretch and into the playoffs, they could make a run at things. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down, it's Elliott.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
46.
Prescott from the gun on third. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. That's complete to Cobb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Elliott, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Prescott on first down. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Forbath for the extra point.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And he puts it through. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. A quick pass out to Aguilar. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's going to go. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there, the big return after the long missed field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run with Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Here we go.
That's good for 28 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Flush to his right, toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, but it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wentz now to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This is Elliott. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And again, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, on the